Yes, Sirski. It's your boy Twan the Don, and I'm back with another Jag Weezy, Bitty Easy for the ladies and the geezies. Okay, now look, this video is gonna be on what I realized. Look. This is gonna be on the preseason / the Atlanta Hawks reality kick in for the fans. Okay, this is a reality kick in. This is what we have to realize. This is what we have to, roll with this year. And this is one take. I don't like to do all that editing and stuff like the rest of these folks. I like to give y'all the raw. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to start with the tea time for me time, pretty please time. You know what I'm saying? And a moment of silence for the folks that are doing down bad today. That's bossing. Now look. This is going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? Let go. Without further ado, oh yeah, I'm going to give it to you. Now, look. First thing first that I have realized, y'all know I got my note pizzazz. You know what I mean? The first thing I have noticed is this. We need us a kicker, or we're going to lose 3, maybe 4 games or more. Because we cannot capitalize on the 3 points. We cannot capitalize on those turnovers, things of the such. Okay. Just in the Atlanta game, we would have went into the halftime up 15-14. But you see what happens. Okay. Next, right? And this is going to be something a lot of y'all are going to talk junk that I'm going to say this. Y'all are going to be mad that I said it, but I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Tim Jones has been the best receiver outside of the starters in the preseason. In all of the preseason, Tim Jones has been the best receiver outside of the starters. He has been better than Laquan Treadwell. He has been better than Laviska Shenault. He has been better than all the players that are not starters. Tim Jones has been better than them. It just is what it is. Y'all agree or disagree in the comments. Let's keep it 1,000 wow. Tim Jones has been the best non-starting receiver through the preseason. Let's keep it 1,000,000. Okay? Something else. Here's something else. Now, to me, that's good. That's good that we had somebody shine and break out. Now, this is going to be something that you guys are going to hate because I've been preaching on this guy not being a good pick. I've been not liking him. I didn't like him when we got it. I was like, why did we waste the pick? Now, that guy happens to be Snoop Connor. Okay? You know I got my notes. Y'all see a lot of notes right there, right? Snoop Connor. To me, he was a wasted pick, okay? We could have gotten us a free agent running back or drafted anybody else at running back other than Snoop Connor. This is something I've noticed. If you have watched the games, if you've been listening to the games, listen to this, right? His vision is horrible, first of all. But listen to this. If you look at the preseason games, listen, right? Every single running back has been better than Snoop Connor that has been on the field. Every single one of them. Even the worst running back you could think that we shut down or that we have did better than Snoop Connor. Okay? And I'm not dogging Snoop Connor. I just don't like the pick, okay? And it's more and more now I'm realizing why I don't like the pick. Yeah, he's a James Robinson play style. But James Robinson has awareness. He just has that vision. There was a play in Atlanta in the Falcons game where the running back, who was it? It was Hunt. He gets the ball. And I mean, it was so quick. I'm like, oh, we got him. He was like, and he cuts in and just goes for like 5 or 6 yards. There were several plays like that with Snoop Connor where he gets the ball and he just didn't make the cut in time or he just didn't hit the hole. And I was just like, you're just not it. Now, maybe he'll become something, maybe not, but I just personally don't like the pick, okay? I'm going to just keep it a beam with y'all. I don't like the pick. You feel me? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something else. This is the ugly again. I'm going to give y'all some ugly. Injuries will hurt us significantly because we only have good backups at on the defensive line, at safety, and in our linebacker. We have 2 good linebackers that I like coming off the bench. Other than that, there's really no backups that I'm feeling good about starting the whole game and not getting exposed. Walker Little, outside of Walker Little, okay? I think he can handle his own, but I do think he might get exposed. It can go either way with him. But every other ones, I'm just like, they'll get exposed. It'll come. It'll happen. They'll get exposed eventually. Now, that may be a good thing as well because we have one key spot, the D-line, okay? If we can get some good backups, some better backups at offensive line. Now, mind you, all this is going to come down the line because first we had to what? First we had to get us some good starters. You know, that's what the draft was for. That's why we're not winning games. We have to get good starters. And then, like teams like the Chiefs, they're drafting players who are going to, a few of them might make the, starting Wooty Wop and Wooty. They might become a key piece, but most of those are backup role players and stuff like that. They're getting good players that they can figure out who could be role players. If we could try to swing somebody in. We're trying to get players that we can see who can be building blocks. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a bad thing because I think that this year we got the final pieces at building blocks that we need, and now we're just going to add those blocks to that structure. Okay? Now listen. This is the good now. I'm going to give y'all some more good, okay? Our drafted and undrafted free agents, right? Our drafted and our undrafted, right? The linebackers have been home runs, okay? Let me just give y'all a few names, okay? Deshaun Dixon, Grant Morgan, Chad Muma, Devin Lloyd. Let me run it back. Listen. Grant Morgan, Deshaun Dixon, Chad Muma, Devin Lloyd. You know what I'm home runs out the park. I feel like we did a great job drafting and getting undrafted linebackers this year. That is a great thing. You know what I'm Now, I did say there's only 1 or 2 linebackers I like coming off the bench. That was, one of them was Chad Muma. And the other one I actually do like Grant Morgan. And I do like Deshaun Dixon. He showed out in that Atlanta game. You know what I'm talking about? Now, Devin Lloyd was leading our team in tackles when he got taken out the game. If y'all don't know that, he was. He had 5 of them things. Now, this is something I really like, right? This is some good. Here's some more good, right? This is the preseason. I'm going to call it the preseason reality check for us, okay? Now, this is the good and the bad. The preseason, Jacksonville Jaguars preseason reality check, okay? This is our reality. I mean, I'm going to tell y'all, right? Our defense, I hate to tell you guys, but it looked really scary with them starters out there. You feel me? Our defense looked really good with the starters, okay? The defense looked really good with the starters. Now, look, it looks like our number 1 pick, the first pick in the draft, Trayvon Walker, won't be a bust. And like I said in the earlier videos, when he first got drafted, this is one of my first videos doing on the Jaguars, I said, if Trayvon Walker has 4 or more sacks, he's not a bust. We did great with him because Kayvon Chason has had 4 sacks in his whole career. Not a downer on Kayvon. I'm just saying, bro, you haven't done anything. But if Trayvon can have 4 or more sacks in the first year, that means he already did way more than Kayvon did. You know what I'm talking about? In his whole career. He did the same thing in 1 year that Kayvon would have done in his whole career. You feel me? Now look, and I hate to tell y'all this next thing. A little tea time for me time, pretty please time, don't hate me. I hate to tell y'all this. But our offense it just looked much better than I expected when them starters are out there, okay? Our offense has, I was thinking this. All right, this year, we got Christian Kirk, Zay Jones and them, Evan Ingram, okay? ETN coming back. We just need that guy, that X Factor guy, you know, that superstar guy. But you know, it's like the Memphis Grizzlies effect. It's like Trevor Lawrence, he has a whole bunch of good players around him, and together whoever has the ball becomes like a superstar. So like whoever's getting off that day just looks like a superstar. So if Marvin Jones is getting off, he's gonna look like a superstar. If Zay Jones is getting off that game, he's gonna look like a Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying? If Christian Kirk's getting off, he's gonna look like a Pro Bowler. Same with ETN, same with James Robinson, same with Evan Ingram. It's just because whoever's getting the ball at that time, whoever's balling out, it's gonna be because it's a huge mismatch, and we know how to exploit it thanks to Doug Peterson. Now, with that being said, it looks like last year's #1 pick in the draft will have a turnaround season this year. Yes, I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine. Yes, it looks like he'll have a good sophomore professional year. Okay? Something else I've noticed in the preseason, a couple of things. This is not written down now. This is just me rambling what I saw off of thinking right now. Kayvon doesn't look like he's gotten any better. Okay? Fatou Kassi, this is just me speaking off the top. Fatou Kassi looks like I didn't really see that what I wanted to see from him, right? But I heard his name a lot. Like I heard him assisting on tackles, but I didn't see it break off the you know. But also he has one of those games where you're not gonna really see it much, but you know. I'm still a huge fan. I love the pickup, and I don't think he's not gonna do good or nothing like that. I'm just saying. I really wish we got to see Devin Lloyd a little bit more, just so that way we could have evaluated what we had. Clearly, that hamstring is good. He ran on it full speed. He did his, played his game. Also, something I didn't put on the notes. Zay Jones looked like a good pickup, you guys. Speaking of, Zay Jones looked like a good acquisition for the money, okay? Christian Kirk looked really good when on the field. Marvin Jones looked really good when on the field. Trying to think. I wish we could have saw. Sorry, I got there in tea, bro. I wish we could have saw James Robinson hit the field, but we couldn't. Evan Ingram didn't drop no balls. That's a plus. And our offensive line. Hey, kudos to the O-line. Okay, the starters. The starters, you guys. I'm talking about the starters. And when I say the starters, I'm not saying all the backups are bad, but majority of the backups are in development or they're just there to back up. So we're not expecting them to come in and dominate other starters. So, but the starters, you guys, the O-line, man, they look like they were protecting Trevor. They were protecting Trevor. Yeah, we had a few sacks given up by some people. I'm not gonna name no names, but I have in some videos. Yeah. In my opinion, Tim Jones deserves to be on the team. He deserves to take Treadwell's spot. I hate to say it, but they're probably gonna keep Treadwell because he's 6'4". He's a tall fella. Okay, he gives you a big target. But I feel like Tim Jones gets the ball. Yeah. And you know me, and Tim, I'm not going to ask you to like the video. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. But what I will ask you to do, I'm going to ask you to comment in the comment section. Let me know if you rock with the Jaguars. Do you rock with how I do my little videos? Do you rock with me? What's something you want me to do a video on pertaining to the Jagweezies, my Geezies, and my Ladiesies? And you know, May, I leave y'all the same way. I got my sunglasses on because I'm feeling too hot today. You feel me? It's because I'm about to go somewhere and I already got dressed. That's why, to be real. But I leave y'all the same way. With the 3. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Oh,